20-year sibling rivalry, Mario and Luigi team up using synchronized super moves in their most ridiculous adventure ever.
Let's go!
Okie dokie.
Okay, and we're back finally with more Mario and Luigi Brothership. Last time we connected another island, Bulbfish Island, and we solved a little case that was pretty. It was pretty silly, and there weren't really any huge surprises, except the fact that the father and the son who lead that island have a very just abusive relationship. But other than that, hey. We did good. Another island down and more stuff to go. This episode will probably be a side questing episode as per usual. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But yeah, before we get started, if you've been enjoying this or anything else on this channel so far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day. Links in the description of things that I am doing, have been doing, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting anything on this channel, supporting the devlog streams, and most of all, supporting the Patreon. Also, links down below to our storefronts on itch.io and Steam. Wishlist the game, follow it, like it, play the demo, look at the trailer, all that good stuff. Share it. And with that, let's keep going. So I think the first thing we're going to do is... yeah, I think the first thing we're going to do is... go to, this one, Infant Island. Infant Islet. And there's other ones, Desolate and Desolate. Oh. The resident ran away from his job because he didn't want to work. Oh, the island is hungry. What does that young gourmet want to eat? Gourmand? Gourmet? 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 Infant. Oh, that looks a little different. It's actually got ruins and stuff on it. Let's do it. Got some tangerine juice from Costco. From a Costco guy. It is a toad. Oh, it's classic red toad. The pipe goes there, and this pipe. Ah, where am I? Who am I? Hey, bud. Don't worry, buddy, I gotcha. I can't get enough of going through pipes. The sensation, the sounds, nothing like it anywhere. Everyone should experience the thrill of pipe travel. That's why I've constructed this pipe labyrinth. If you can reach the goal, you get my treasure. If you can't, blast home on the pipe with the right. Which is kind of a canon, if you think about it. Good luck, pipe enthusiast, Professor Pipe. Professor Pipe, okay. A character who surely does not need to be an actual person we meet. Oh, I see. This is an absolute nightmare. But it's not very big. All right, let's go one at a time. Every pipe is sure. Okay, so this one took me here, but this one. What if I first tried it? There's no, like, I don't know, like, randomness to it, right? Like, going either direction. Okay, so that one takes us back to the beginning. This one takes us here. Well, this one. So, crossing things off the list. This one. Okay. So there's one more to try in that set of 6. This might all just lead to nothing. I do like how the pipes have not changed. They're like 2-person elevator pipes. Okay, somewhere new. We've got 2 options. The nice thing is we can just go straight back if we want to. Let's follow this through line. Because there's 2 places we're trying to go to. The place with the toad, and then another place as well. Yeah, okay. So we found the way to get to the end. Much simpler than I thought it might be. When you see all these pipes, most of them are a pretty one-for-one transfer, though, of, like, you're gonna go back to the beginning or not, you know? Okay, so trying this one. This one should take us to that block, then. I'm thinking. Took us here. We tried this one. Have we gone through this one? Here we go. Oh, cool. That's what I need. Another pipe. Awesome. Very cool. I'm not going to go that way. It'll be much easier if I just retrace my steps, I think. Surprised I was able to keep it straight. Memory game was about, like, navigating labyrinths and stuff like this. Oh, I always get confused. I'm gonna try to record today. I'm going to just be recording, I think. I always, multiple times in the week, I'm always thinking to myself, like, oh, I'm gonna spend this day to record, but then video editing work shows up, and I want to draw something. I haven't drawn a whole lot. I mean, I've drawn, again, drawing at all is way more than I have been for years, so don't get me wrong. I also animated something for the game as well. Got more stuff with that to do. Gold medallion for money, and a stash bean. Cool. Toad. Mario? Luigi? I'm saved. Who else could work out all these pipes except the great Mario and Luigi?
Oh, yeah.
I was getting really worried that nobody would come. Thank you so much, truly. Please let me know when you're going to head back. Except this isn't classic Red Toad, right? Because classic Red Toad would also be wearing just a blue vest. So this is just a Red Toad. This isn't the Toad. Because the Toad is Captain Toad now, right? That's the, like, idea. Yeah, like back there in the background, that's like what classic Toad would be, I would imagine. Thanks so much for rescuing me. I was using this with good luck, but I want you to have it, Mario. Cool. Well, cool, we got him back. All of our friends, all of our Toads. Lots of friends got whisked away in the world, so we're sort of like accumulating Toads again, which is a very Origami King kind of thing. Origami King and Kirby in the Forgotten Land are both about like accumulating as many of like a type of character as you can. And that was my favorite part about Forgotten Land, personally. I really enjoyed building up. I don't think the process of 100%ing is that good. I think it actually takes away from playing the game. I genuinely think it was detrimental to my experience. But, oh wait, I don't need to go here. I just need to teleport straight to the thing. Because the stuff that you have to, going through each level multiple times and stuff you have to do in the levels is like not amazing, in my opinion. But that being said, like actually watching the like little town area, the Waddle Dee town area build up was super fun. And like that was a very fun thing. Very satisfying to see everybody like fill it out and stuff and unlock new things there. I'll probably give the game another full playthrough, but on my 100%ed file, and then I'll do the end game stuff, and then I'll do the new stuff when the upgrade comes out. I was gonna say, is that Wilma? But no. Oh crud, wait. Are people afflicted with gloam here too? No? Oh no, on all the islands, even the islands we've connected? The sense of other people, I can't scrub it off clothes no matter how hard I try. Jeez. Okay, it's particularly disturbing. Oh gosh. I didn't know that they could get our freaking... the places we've already been to. That's sad. Man, it is crazy though how much... like how much changes every time you get to a new part of the game. Okay. Oh. I've had almost all I can take. Well, maybe you can help. I'm just too old for this. My son's all grown up, but he won't get a job. So I had to go out and find one for him. He did not like that, so he ran off fast as he could. He doesn't like working, but running? Oh, he's great. No one can catch him. I heard you help people, so can you catch my son? I'm at my wit's end. Please, I beg you. Ah, hey. He's gonna become a postman. I can already tell. I know what my son's like to run off to. So talk to me if you lose sight of him. Come on, man. Your mother needs you to get a job, and like, come on, dude. Luigi, that was all you, man. Dude. Freaking sunglasses on the loud side, don't you? Well, don't linger for my sake. What the heck is happening? What does this accomplish? Oh, let's try to hide him back here. Oi! Oh, he freaked out a little bit on that geometry. No, I want an ultra sweet super rich cake. Don't be ridiculous. Cactus juice is better for you and sweet enough. Is it? No, cake. Ultra sweet and super rich. There's nothing better. Oh please, it can't be that good. Sorry, no cake. Don't be a brat. Yeah, I'll make you a cactus pudding. See? Your big sis is looking out for you. Oh no, cactus is barely sweet. It's not super rich. Cake. I want to eat ultra sweet, super rich cake. What can I do? We're literally living in squalor, and he's begging me for cake. That's not even a cake shop on this island. I think there's one on Lotta Coins Island, a really good one, I heard. Going back to Lotta Coins again? I like how she's trying to instill a little bit of like humbleness to a like, younger brother, and Mario and Luigi are like, nah, screw that. Let's go get this kid a cake. Like, guys, she didn't ask for help. I wouldn't trust nutrition tips from the guys who eat nothing but mushrooms all day long. Nice.
Oh yeah!
Took a modicum of thinking. Where did this guy go? Oh, please. I was finding him okay. But he ran up those stairs. Screw it. We'll heal it all back anyways. We're just gonna sit on nobody. Oh.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh, so I found out that apparently there is a larger list that was released detailing what other games were going to get upgrades on the Switch 2 and like what those upgrades were going to be. And it was pretty extensive. There were some things like Brain Age Academy or stuff like that, but then there's like there was a handful of other ones, like I think the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe Edition, and 3D World is gonna get an upgrade, and because what, he ran this way. Did the enemy just disappear?
Mario, Luigi, let's go.
Do we need to start going like in buildings and stuff? What else was there? Xenoblade didn't get anything, but that might be because I was listening to somebody explain that that might be because they're just making a new stuff. Anybody who's not any game that's not getting an upgrade, it's probably because the team that made it might be making a new thing. So like Animal Crossing didn't, and Splatoon didn't. They might just be getting new stuff. They've probably been making the new 3D Zelda game for a long time, so hence Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are getting small upgrades. They're not getting like huge stuff. It's just mainly like, a fidelity thing. They're getting that app, the phone app, which at first I thought was just kind of goofy, but honestly it's got some cool stuff. I think getting the daily rewards, like it's a I don't know, like an MMO or some live service game. I think that's kind of weird, but I mean, hey, whatever. There's no harm to it. I never got this block. Weird of me. Hold on. Maybe I didn't have the ability to? No, I surely had the ability to. Brain Age Academy. I think I've mentioned it. Yeah, Brain Age Academy of all things is gonna get one. I think ARMS is gonna get one, which, that's cool. I heard ARMS is okay. I heard that it's fun for what it is. You know, it's not like a super serious fighting game, but. I might have to go to the lady about the yeah, I might have to go to the lady about where this guy is. I feel like I've completely lost him. Fighting single birds. It's not worth my time. But yeah, the list was pretty extensive, which is cool, and we'll probably expand even more. Obviously, this stuff does take time, so the fact that the developers have to go back and change things, games can't automatically run better on new hardware, even if the hardware is better, because the games have been optimized and set to run under certain conditions, so they can't just automatically run different. So it does take work, you know? Varying degrees of work, but work are the same. I don't think the guy's gonna be in here. I feel like they wouldn't have him be in one of the buildings randomly, because he's been running around town. If you see all that stuttering, it's my freaking controller. Let's find that lady, and then we'll ask her. Nearby rooftop to watch the. Okay, so he is up. Oh, it's right there. How do we get there again? But do we have to go in those? Okay, so we have to go in a building. How'd the dude get up there? It's been a while since we actually had to navigate this area like this. There we go. Alright, now come on, man.
It's cool.
Dude. For Pete's sake. You fine, chase him down. Let's get back to his mom. Thank you. Here, take this.
Oh, yeah.
So the time has come for you to go out into the world and stand on your own 2 feet. Interacting with others can be a good thing. I want you to experience that through work. The job I found you is delivering mail. Ever since our island was linked, we're getting more letters, more news. But if there's no one to deliver it all, people will remain disconnected. You have a great talent for running. Use it to help people, promise me. I promise. That's nice. Yeah, I was gonna say the speed that this guy moves, freaking... I mean, that and the fact that he's dressed up like a mailman, but like, you know, to each their own. The silent mailman. Here to deliver all mail. All forms, shapes, and sizes. Okay. Head to another island. We can get a lot of coin. Did we go back, at the end of the last episode, did we go back to Bulbfish? After the, lighthouse lit up? I think we did. Oh, people are gloamed here too. Are people gloamed everywhere now? Oh no. This isn't good. Someone used a strange light to make my friend act weird. I should take her to Rumble Island and have Wilma talk some sense into her. I just want to be alone, just me, myself, and my art. So you still want to make art though. I guess that's good. My next piece will be about the beauty of shattered bonds. Oh, okay. Maybe less good. Maybe not quite as good. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of people here. My family and I were so happy to be reunited after the islands were linked. Now it feels like we're still miserably apart, even though we're all here. Oh no. Dude, they got his kids. Island always so loud and obnoxious before. I would have never come back here if I had known it would be so noisy. Well, this is sad. This is really depressing. Who would be making cake? Who are you? This would be a cool place, but I was so wrong. Was there like a cafeteria here in this place? Oh. Have we been here? Well. Welcome. What kind of cake would you... Oh, we got options? Okay, well, let's do the right one. Super rich. I see. Ultra sweet, and what was the rest? Ah, yeah, super rich. I'm sorry to say we don't have that kind of cake. At least we never have that. We never have in the past, but we do now. Oh yes, the ultra sweet, super rich cake. So you like it? You know what? Because you linked the island, free cake. I got like 7,000 coins, man. I'm okay to pay for it. Ooh, it's gonna rot your teeth. No, yeah, definitely haven't been here then. Wait, well, I'm sorry, hold on. Oh, they have their, like, super ritzy stuff. Oh, right. Right. Based on how many coins you have, and of course these things, if you wanted to pay for them, you would be destitute, and hence they would be useless for you. Those definitely don't seem worth it. I feel like you can get like close to the desired effect without dishing out 50,000 coins. Unless we're gonna have a metaphor moment, because in metaphor it's like, oh, how am I ever gonna afford this thing? And then I'm just like rolling in it right now. Which seems to happen in a lot of the more modern Atlas games. At a certain point, you're like pretty dirt poor, and then after a certain point you just have like more money than you know what to do with. I could be wrong, maybe it's a difficulty setting thing as well. I was right. Sorta, kind of.
Yeah, Mario.
For Pete's sake. Maybe I need to bob and weave.
Let's go. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Mario. Yeah, go. Ah.
Why are we doing this with this kid? This kid's a brat. You're being such a brat. What? You brought cake? Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cake time. The flavor show begins before you take a single bite. With gold, gold, gold. We're dazzled. We're special. The cake makes us feel... Then we taste it. You might guess that it's going to be sweet. But you realize that you've never experienced ultra sweet. At first you don't even know it started up the mountain of flavor. In a few steps, you're on the slope... The pinnacle of ultra sweet. Maybe the bite was worth 1,000 words. Thank you so much. It's nice to see my brother that happy. This is a good thank you gift. It's the only thing I have.
Oh yeah.
Make it. This girl's giving us her candy because we fed into her brother's freaking brattiness. I want mega spicy and giga chewy candy. Really? Yeah, I'm questioning our motives with that one, but it is what it is. Going and getting somebody cake and delivering it, it feels like a very Paper Mario quest. The side questing in general feels like doing the tasks for people in Thousand Year Door and the first one and Paper Mario 64. So we're only half an hour in, so we could start another place, or we can just fill out as much of the ocean as we can first. Pick up all the reefs, do any of the islets. Dang, we got people. This place filled up. We got so many people. This game's going to ship shape is gonna start making our game chug, I bet. Let's save. Yeah, let's see. Point of filling this out. Other than to say we did. Probably locked. Oh, not locked off. Could have probably been having the ship fill out the map as we were going. Yeah, they generate random things to be in the water. I think the two things over here are reefs. Pretty sure. Feathered family reef. Penguins. Nice. It's fun. A little section just for a reef. Oh, and an islet. Itsy islet. Should also be a reef, though. Whoa! Grampy Turnip. He's massive. Over on the horizon. Horrifying. Freaking scared. There will probably be a side quest attributed to. We haven't been to a snow place though, so we'll get a vibe check for that. That'll be fun. Crud. Crud, we fully passed it again. There we go. It's a little awkward sometimes. Like, it's hard to tell, like, in accordance to the map, what angles you're gonna be able to see things from. Oh. Step on it and then crack, jump on it, crack. You know how this island's ice panels break when you cross them? And then you freeze solid in the water. And you too might crack. Oh, that's horrifying. I love those sounds so much. What? So I built a cracktastic attraction. If you reach the goal, you'll get a stylishly wrapped treasure. Huh? You want to know how you can leave if you want to give up? You can depart by using the can in the back, but I know you can do it. Crackly, president of the Shattering Ice Appreciation Society. Is it any of this ice? Or... oh no, these things. Maybe.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What the heck? On guard boots? Okay, well that was... but I did it on complete accident though. Mario just sort of inched forward. Yeah, now I have a problem with, yeah, now the stick is like moving Mario a little bit forward. It won't... yeah, he won't go down sometimes. Oh, okay. He won't go down sometimes, and now he'll automatically start moving up now? Or facing up? Like, that's not good. This is a cool one for sure. music on the ice place is cool too. Sick. Oh, Luigi. When attacking an undamaged enemy, increases damage dealt by 30%. Seems good to me. A gold medallion does boost everything by 2, but more likely to get targeted by enemies. Not really that worth it. Not a huge, not a huge steroid, really. Oh, I forgot about this one. But you're KO'd if you take damage. Jeez, okay. On Luigi, it would boost his stash by 46? That doesn't make sense. 50% of 56 isn't 46. I mean, unless what he's wearing is like lowering his... No, this boosts it by 20%. What? Excuse me? 102 stash now? Increase your chance of getting lucky by 2 times. Yeah, I don't know about all. I don't know about all that. I mean, yeah, being able to increase Luigi's luck by being able to increase Luigi's luck by 46, or his stash rather, by 46 is awesome. The math is not checking out on that though. You know what I mean? It's supposed to go up by 50%, which would be like 20 something, like 20 something. Not like definitely not 46. Okay, so we got some of those. We're just chilling in the meantime. Oh, another thing that got cleared up was that different games are going to be priced differently, which, to be fair, we already sort of knew. But I think some of the upgrades might actually end up being free. If there's like very little added to them. Oh, compact islet. There's another islet. Okay. Let's do it then. Oh, so we haven't actually found the next actual place to go to yet. Must be higher up. Oh. Bless you. Whoa, somebody slippery here. Is somebody there? Help! Yo, somebody there? I'm over here, trapped. Don't you have something that can hit really hard, like a hammer? Hit the ice, you can move it. Do it, save me. Let's leave. Okay. Let's do it. It's gotta be a one by one, right? I mean, where to even start? It's so dense, though. It's like hard to visualize how we'd get out of, like how to move some of this stuff. Because then I got nothing. Oh, cool! There's a retry. There is a retry puzzle button. I was gonna say, like, do we have to fully leave and come back? Because that's gonna just be like a little bit of a time waste for no reason. But no, they thought of that. So I can kind of see a path, sort of, in it. Oh, that was actually really easy. Oh, I'm saved. I thought I was stuck forever. This guy's closing in on me. I put it all here myself. Yep, that's all me. Why, how did you do this? My name's Knock and Slide. Cold winds guide me here. I was building an attraction out of this ice. Got so caught up, I sort of locked myself in. Sorry, I forgot to give you this. Here you go. Just a little something I script together.
I got you.
Beans! Dang, look at that water. Not as good as, you know, it's no Super Mario Sunshine water, but, you know, it's still pretty good. Maybe you want to give the other attraction a go? If you're interested, don't hesitate to come talk to me. Sure. Alright, I like the sound of that. I'll go get the things ready. Hit the ice with the hammer to move it. Break all the crates to clear it. There are gifts in the crates. Feel free to just take them. Gotcha. This is the only first step I can see. Completely lock this up? Yeah, I think so. This music kind of reminds me of, I don't know, it's giving me like Kirby vibes almost. I don't know why. It's not exactly like a Kirby game. It's not exactly like Kirby music. This feels like my only entry point. Then after this, I'm not quite sure. Oh, I think I may, I've seen what needs to be done, maybe. Have to do this. This much is clear. Just move things out of the way. I can't get in there anymore. I don't think there's another entry point. Like, cause the thing is, if I go all the way around, right? What are our options? That doesn't move at all. I can move this here, but then that just closes it up even more, right? So like, there's very few single space ones. Okay, hold on. There we go. Ugh. Okay, so you literally can't get both crates in one go, I don't think. I think you would have had to clear them each out in one, like, individually. Because you're so good, I've got another more difficult challenge for you. feel... Sure. Oh gosh. Guys with the hammer to move and break out the crates to clear it. Okay. Alright. One down. Doing these like half movements, right? Where you can like see half of a block sticking out to hit is it's tough to read, or harder to read than like blocks moving fully. Oh, I did it in one go. I got every single chest. Soft hammer. Freaking cool. Okay. Awesome. Enemies damaged with this have their defense lowered by 30%. You know what's interesting? Having your HP is low, right? But having, okay, increase the damage you deal by 30% when your HP is full. You combine that with the last ditch gloves. Damage boosted the whole time. And damage boosted the whole time. And you have to, and your stash goes up a bunch, and you have to be full. Would this not be better for, well, but the problem is, right? Okay, so yeah, so the problem is that it makes way more sense for Mario to have like the high crit, because Mario has the higher damage. But Luigi gets so much more, and I don't know why. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You're never gonna be... Hold on. This makes more sense, because Mario's HP could get low. Luigi's HP can't be low, so Luigi would never benefit from the Forge Boots anymore. But full belly he will. Luigi kind of looking like a monster, but I can't get hit as Luigi ever. Is the hard part of that, I suppose. Hate to say it, but I'm fresh out of attractions for you to try. You'll have to settle for my eternal admiration for your wisdom and courage. Maybe wisdom and courage? What about power? Maybe we'll meet again sometime. The cold winds guide us together. See you, boss. Cool. That was cool and fun and great. Me and my friend have trying to design puzzles. We've realized that puzzles are very tricky, because puzzles are like heavily reliant on the player to, or the satisfaction of a puzzle and the joy of completing a puzzle is entirely dependent on whether or not the player had recognized all the parts and completely understood, or for the most part understood, what the objective was, right? Like where they're trying to go, what they're trying to unlock, things like that. And that they understand the mechanics of it. And what we've realized trying to actually make puzzles is that Heat Freeze Island, there we go. I believe that's where we're going next. Let's just keep sailing. Yeah, we've realized that it's very hard to make sure the player understands all the bits and pieces that are going into the puzzle, like all the mechanics, when they're going to solve it. I think we've exasperated everything. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a reef right here that we, in fact, have not. Yeah, but it's very difficult to make sure that the player is presented with a situation where they completely understand the objective, what's being asked of them. And what's hard, and what makes that especially challenging is that you can have cases where if a player, I mean, and I'm saying this as somebody who plays a lot of video games, if a player approaches something and they think they see a solution, your brain will often just shut down the possibility, like all other possibilities, you know what I mean? To no fault of your own, you'll just think like, okay, so this is the solution, and then you'll start you'll think that you know what the solution should be, and that might be wrong, but you'll start to try to work backwards from that solution that you've come up with, right? And then that can completely, and sometimes a player, like if your brain doesn't immediately acknowledge something, sometimes you will just completely lock out. Your brain will just lock out all possibilities and all different solutions from you. I experienced that a lot with, the game's great, but I experienced that a lot personally with Baba Is You, because I would see what the game was presenting me with, and I would think I knew the solution. The heck am I looking at here? Racer's Reef? Is that an old man rabbit on a tortoise? What does that mean? The heck is that all about? Isa. You guys, you found a new reef for me. I'm happy I got to see something that rocks, and I'll take your reward. Stash Speed Gloves. Number of rare reefs we've found for me so far is 11. Find 4 more and I'll give you a reward. Come on, there must be more rare rocks out there. Keep up the good work. Boost speed in proportion to the number of battle plugs you have. Boost speed in proportion to the number of battle plugs you have. Just how many we have in general? Alright. Cool. Can we actually make more? Well, we could make more, but are there anything that I want to make? Oh, no, because I want to make these ones. Alrighty then. I think with that, we're actually going to end things here. If you've been enjoying this or anything else on this channel so far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day. Links in the description of things that I am doing, have been doing, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting anything on this channel, supporting the Devlog streams, and most of all supporting the Patreon with that. Until next time, don't forget to be kind, and I'll see you around. Also, links in the description of our Steam page and our itch.io page for the game. Go check it out, follow, wishlist, share it, all that good stuff. See you later. Yeah, puzzles are hard because if the player if the player just sometimes if it doesn't click immediately, your brain will just sort of shut down and like shut out what you're supposed to do, or it'll shut off the ability to like reason with what you're seeing, which is not like a player's fault necessarily. You know, there is a certain amount of onus on the developers to make sure that everything, all the bits and bobs that people need to understand have been laid out. But then also, sometimes it's like nobody's fault. Sometimes like you've been given all the player's been given all the information, and the puzzle is by all metrics clear, and people still just won't connect those dots together, you know? I think puzzle games that are purely puzzle games, have the benefit of having a premise and then sort of working outward from there, you know? Start with a strong premise and then they can slowly build on that over the course of an entire game. As opposed to games that have a lot of different things you do, and they also have puzzles. They also have puzzles, and then you're asking the player to, on the spot, reason out, like, you know, it's like a Zelda game. You enter dungeons, and it's like, well, suddenly they become puzzle games, basically. And you haven't been doing puzzles the entire game, but now it's like, okay, well, you have a certain amount of things you're going into the dungeon with. Now you're being confronted with things that it doesn't seem like you can solve. Maybe you need something. You probably need a new item. What is that item even? And then once you get the item, then you have to reason, okay, what are the uses of this item? How is this item actually supposed to work? I think in Skyward Sword, there's a weirdness with, like, the items that you get are weird. Like, you get like a whip and like a bug, like a robot beetle that you can shoot and fly around, and things like that. The gust bellows, the little airbag thing, and then, you know, you see those, and it's like, though unlike previous Zelda items, a lot of items in Skyward Sword you look at and you're like, oh, okay, wait, this is supposed to help me solve things in this dungeon? How do we figure, you know? But yeah, I mean, me and my friend were even having trouble because people that were playing our demos, they weren't even connecting that, like, hey, you're in a library. The opening level is a library. Books everywhere. Everything's book themed, literature themed, library themed, all that good stuff. So I had the idea that, okay, well, the levers, the switches, the things that make things happen should be books. They should be like tomes on pedestals that when you activate them, they begin to float and the pages begin to flip, and then something happens to the environment, right? However, people were not connecting the dots that, like, they just thought that was set dressing. Which, to be fair, I mean, yeah, that could easily be set dressing. The pedestals weren't very big. They weren't animated unless you hit them. Even at the beginning, when Can says, hey, if you hit this, it's going to open stuff, even with that, people would not connect that, hey, hit the... Because, to be fair, a book on a pedestal is not it's not like a switch. It's not like a lever, you know. It's not like something that you traditionally hit in a game to activate it to do something. You know what I mean? Which meant, unfortunately, you know, which unfortunately meant that, like, at a glance, you could not necessarily discern that those were switches. And so then we had to we spent a long time in a meeting sort of trying to hash out, like, okay, do we want to sacrifice the theming of it and just make them switches? And I was like, man, I really want them to be like, I want everything in the game to be on theme, you know? I want everything to be contextual within the world and the setting. I feel like that's a big deal, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, but if people just don't know, then maybe you just have to, like, bite the bullet and just, like, let them be let them be a literal buttons, literal switches. And we already have literal buttons. The buttons are at least heart-shaped, which kind of go on a lot of heart-shaped things in the game in general. It's called Recital of the Heart, after all. But yeah, so that makes it. It made it difficult. But then we had to, you know, we were sitting down and trying to hash out, like, okay, well, you know, even if we got the player to think that, like, oh, you need to activate these books or whatever, they're gonna think that you need to go up and melee them or like examine them or something because they're books on pedestals. When in actuality, they're supposed to work like any other kind of switches, and you need to be able to shoot them from a distance a lot of the time. So then we're like, okay, do we make different things? Like, do we make a different type of thing for every type of? And then we're like, okay, well, what if you have what if you have a switch? Some switches are timed, some switches are permanent. Do we need to differentiate what a permanent switch and a timed switch is? And I brought up the fact that, like, you know, in a 3D Mario game, you know, a lot of the 3D Mario games, you have those switches that are crystals, like those diamond-shaped crystals. You hit them, they turn yellow, right? Sometimes they stay on, sometimes they don't. And there's nothing that discerns one from the other. It just depends on the context, and the developers expect the player to discern in that context. Okay, this one's this appears to be a timed one, so I need to factor that in without any visual cues. It's all just by experimentation. And I'm like, can we expect that of players? From the experiences we've seen, it seems like maybe we can't expect that from players. Maybe that's because maybe that's because we're not making a 3D Zelda game with all the things that people have come to expect and understand from 3D Zelda games. You know what I mean? That's also another part of it too. We don't have that kind of like legacy knowledge, like a full game series like The Legend of Zelda has, right? But in other cases, like the eyeballs that you shoot with arrows in Zelda games, sometimes they're gold, sometimes they're silver. Whether they're gold or silver does change how they act. So then it's like, okay, well, that's a whole other thing too. So like, my solution to making sure that people understood, hey, this is something you need to, you have magic, right? You shoot, your instruments are magic. You use magical spells, essentially. You shoot magical blasts out of your hand, right? How do we connect that the magic you shoot triggers certain types of switches, is going to trigger a switch? So I said, well, hey, you know what? We just make them lanterns. We make them lanterns that need to be lit. And you know why we make them lanterns that need to be lit? Because on your HUD, your magic, how much magic you have left, is the visual for that is a chain of lanterns that are lit when you shoot. When you shoot a magical beam out, one of the lanterns on your HUD goes out. That's what your MP bar is. So I was like, okay, literally, there's no way this doesn't read. Once people connect the dots here, this feels like it should be so easy, right? Look on your HUD. Your magic is represented by lanterns. In the world, there are unlit lanterns. You use your magic to light lanterns. Magic lights lanterns. We've already, that's already a visual language we have put into the game. We've established, right? And then even then, we were like, okay, but some lanterns need to be shot multiple times because they're a toggle, right? So some switches work as toggles, right? You shoot a thing, you hit the switch once, a bookshelf shifts to the left, you hit it again, it shifts to the right. How do we indicate that? I was like, this is easy. Once the thing finishes moving, the lantern blows out. It's unlit. You shoot it again, you light it again, because that should be an easy. That is a universal thing. Oh, this you light the torch, something happens. You light the torch, but the torch goes out. Huh? I should try to light it again. You know what I mean? At least in my mind, that makes sense. And that's the problem, right? In my mind, that makes sense. In the minds of most players, maybe that makes sense. In the mind of some players, that's not going to make sense. You know what I mean? You can never anticipate what's going to, because it's all wibbly-wobbly nonsense. It's all made-up, make-believe stuff. in these games to begin with. Puzzles don't exist in real life, you know what I mean? Like, if you're on a big ice field and you see big blocks of ice, nothing's going to happen if you keep shifting them around, other than you're putting your life at risk, probably. Puzzles are entirely about perspective, and they're entirely contextually based. They're heavily reliant on context for people to discern what they're supposed to be doing. And then we were talking like, okay, wait, maybe ones that need to be toggled, maybe that needs to be a different thing. I came up with something that has two states, you know? And my friend was like, what if we put just what if lanterns that don't go out? What if you shoot them and then like a barrier appears around them that that indicates that they don't get blown out? And I'm like, I mean, I suppose so, but I feel like the best thing to indicate that the lantern's not going to go out, that it was a one-time thing, is that it's still lit. I think if it's a permanent thing, the lantern just stays lit. If it's not a permanent thing, then the lantern extinguishes. And that should, in my mind, indicate that you can shoot it again and something else will happen. But then we're like, okay, but some things are timed specifically. We do put little like watch indicators to indicate that like time is ticking down, to let you know at a glance how much time you have left on that thing. Same thing with the buttons. We begin to color code things so that buttons and lanterns that move certain objects, the object and the lantern/button are the same color, which should be good to help with that. You know, you can glance at a glance, you should be able to discern what's going to move what, and that'll be helpful because there's a lot of things that move a lot of things in ways that feel maybe a little random sometimes. But then I was like, maybe we can use like a weather vane to be things that are toggleable, because you can like flip them to have two states, right? You shoot it, it spins, faces one direction. You shoot it again, it spins, faces another direction. We thought we were literally like, okay, buttons are things that need to be like weighted down in order to that need to be held down. Otherwise, they're like they're not permanent, right? Otherwise, they're only momentary. And then lanterns for things that can be lit forever, and then the weather vanes for things that have two toggleable states. And at a certain point, we were like, this is ridiculous. We can't have like 6 different things to just be buttons and levers. Surely we can develop one or two types of things to be buttons and levers. And the answer is, you could. It's called making button and then making a lever. and not making them like magical items and books and lanterns and stuff. But gosh dang it, I want everything to fit in the world. It's weird sometimes it's weird when you're exploring a game and everything is manned with like mechanical levers and buttons. So that doesn't make sense sometimes. It's all, you know, and it'll still take trial and error. There's no foolproof anything, but you know, we're figuring it out as we go. These are the things you have to start asking yourself, you know what I mean? Every single thing is a question. A big block with an S on it? Well, that means save. We all know that means save, but to be fair, games have had that exact thing for so long now that any game could put a big block with an S on it, and people would probably discern what that means at a glance. When you're trying to come up with like new stuff, well, when you're trying to stray away from the established visual language of things, then things become questionable, you know?